Hey, I feel like we need more light. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Chill out. Here you go. Episode 130.
You do that one too?
Episode 135. We made a podcast.
6:35.
Yeah, we're going to have a 30-minute episode today because, you know what I'm saying? Because Caesar likes streaming on Twitch more than me.
What?
Episode 135. We made a podcast. We made a podcast.com. We made a podcast on all social media. Make sure you're subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Labor of love doing this. I think this is our 150th upload, actually. This is episode 135. I think this is our 150th upload. Obviously, we do
Stats Man Bam.
Best of episodes. We do music awards. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you better subscribe. The music awards coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of our favorite segments.
Don't be listening.
Shows.
Don't be listening to the music awards and you ain't subscribed. Don't let me find out. But anyway, episode 135, we're going to have to quickly go through these topics today because Caesar got me under pressure like David Bowie. We're going to talk about Unai Emery getting fired.
That's a good one.
We're going to talk about Unai Emery getting fired, obviously. Talk about Messi and Rapinoe winning Balon d'Or. I really wanted to go in on some game recaps and talk about some football, but you know what I'm saying? We got like 30 minutes. We got like 30 minutes. What else? Oh, we were gonna do a Messi Ronaldo debate. We're not gonna have time for that.
Okay, can we have a question? Can we do this on air?
Do what on air?
I have a question on air. Then we can do a special makeup for this week.
Look at this guy.
Let's do a makeup.
Want to do specials all of a sudden? Interesting.
Let's do a special episode this week to make up for the people, to make up for my mistake.
Okay.
Make up for my mistake.
You should have seen when he first got into L Studio here what he was doing to me, but it's okay. Also, I wanted to talk about a little bit about Serie and about the Italian FA, I think, and also put it in the camera, shoot.
It's delicious. Strawberry lemonade.
And the UEFA president Alexander Seferin vowing to fight racism in football.
Watermelon strawberry. I'm sorry.
Not surprised by that. Make sure the people know.
2%.
Drinking body armor.
Thank you, Kobe.
Is this Kobe's drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thanks, Kobe.
Is it vegan or what? He probably put some milk powder in here. Who knows?
Why'd you put milk powder in there?
You never know.
Well, what if they probably didn't tell you?
Well, then it's okay. Oh God, it tastes terrible. Okay, Caesar.
Yes.
Even though you'd rather just talk about like shots you hit in Apex and
I don't want to talk about Apex. Even though they did drop an update today. It's big.
Don't want to talk about it. Caesar, we could just do a whole episode talking about your outfit. Y'all lucky.
Are you talking about
y'all lucky I cannot reach back here.
You talking about my
Caesar cap? Caesar came in.
My do-rag?
Caesar came in rocking a. I hope you're looking at this on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, go on YouTube right now. Caesar came in rocking the damn Arabian Nights.
Okay, what's better is that I hope to God you
He got rain stains on the tape. Hey, man. On a purple genie do-rag.
What's
satin.
What's funny is that you that's not even the worst part about that do-rag.
What is it?
The day you find out the brand it is, I swear you're gonna die. Like, it's not on there, but the picture is excellent. I don't know. I want to tell you, but it's great to know. I want you to just find out.
Straight Soul Train. Anyway, Caesar, your boy Unai Emery got fired.
I kind of want to tell you.
Okay, can we get into
that? Can I tell you before that?
No, can you tell me later? Just drop it later. Your boy Unai Emery got fired.
My boy.
Yeah, that's your boy.
Shout out, Joe. Come back.
I know. Damn, dog. Everybody fell off except for us.
It's cool talking about this drawing.
I know, dog. Tiki Taka's gone. Holly's not doing stuff. I seen Jeff and some other guy doing like some football stuff. But I think whatever. Anyway, Unai Emery got fired. I know you don't really care about soccer anymore, but what would you think about that? I mean, I'm sure you weren't surprised.
No, I wasn't surprised by it. At the same time, it's like Unai was kind of just riding the coattails of his Sevilla wins.
He was.
He really was.
That's facts.
Like, he was just riding the coattails. And let me keep it real, Unai. It was a great run, dog. You got a job at PSG, which should have been Henry. You got a job at Arsenal. You can't be mad. At least it goes to show a couple things. I'm trying to get the positive out of this. That winning Europa League actually has benefits to it. I mean, he wasn't winning Champions League. He's winning Europa League like 3 years in a row, or 3 out of 4 years, whatever was that crazy run he had.
Well, you could debate that because he went to the Europa League final last year and he got fired.
So. I know, but I'm saying at Sevilla. Yeah. So it had a benefit to it. Of course, yeah, he went to the final last year, but then this year's been super underwhelming. And last year, towards the end, there was some disappointments as well, too, Arsenal not being able to finish strong.
I think they lost 3 games. I think they finished the season, if I'm not mistaken, they lost 3 in a row in the league. And if they had won one of those games, they would have been in Champions League.
It's funny because this was the number one complaint about Arsene Wenger, other than him not doing enough work in the transfer market, was that, towards the end, the team started to flounder towards the end. And same thing happened to Unai Emery. So he was supposed to be the answer to those causes. And so if you can't answer what you were hired for, you're going to get fired in this league.
Honestly, I mean, okay, aside from like what I heard, like the things the rumors I've heard around him at the club.
Drop a couple.
I will, but I just feel like with Unai and like a lot of some of these coaches, I think Thomas Tuchel is the same. They just tinker too much. Like you got good players. Like Arsenal has good players. You got a good, like they don't have the best back line, but you got solid good players. You got a great midfield. You got Torreira, Guendouzi. I don't even think Granit Xhaka is that bad. But I think if you give him too much responsibility, he's bad.
I think if you have 2 really good midfielders, I have no problem Granit Xhaka back there.
Exactly.
But the back line though,
the back line's not. It's not great, but it's not horrible though. It's not. It's really not.
Mustafi?
I mean, but the dog. Look what Man City did last season with Otamendi and Benjamin Mendy and stuff, and like some randos.
True, but their attack was just stellar though.
Exactly, but even with you got Aubameyang, Lacazette. Who else? Who else? I mean, Pepe's been garbage, but I mean, Mkhitaryan was doing okay last year. I'll even add Ozil like as a bit player, whatever. You don't have a bad team, but you end up just like putting random people in, and you don't just start your best players.
But is it the tinkering that got him in trouble?
I think so. I think this season you're tinkering too much. Like I said, got hurt, but just put your best players in their right position. Just continue to do that. I don't know if Denny Ceballos got hurt at some point, but I saw games where Arsenal was balling. You got to be playing Torreira and Guendouzi together. These are your 2 best, the best players that aren't attacking players. Just play them. Don't try to outsmart yourself.
And maybe it's not necessarily to do with United Emery, but I always felt that when I had an issue with coaches that aren't good at adapting to change in terms of going from league to league to league. Sometimes they like to bring their style. Like Conte, he was trying to kind of do what he did at Italian league.
I'm gonna talk about him later.
In EPL, which was kind of goofy at times, and I always felt like Unai
Okay, I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about. But actually, I remember when Unai got hired, I was like, no, that's a good fit for Arsenal because he likes to run a 4-2-3-1. That's what they were running at Sevilla a lot. And then Arsenal is fit for that.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Arsenal is a 3 midfield team.
And so what they would play a 4-2-3-1. They would have Lacazette as the center forward, Aubameyang on the left, Ozil and somebody else on the right, whatever. It was working, but you just gotta keep and maybe some games you're not gonna be able to do that. Just play a 4-3-3 or put 3 in the back line, whatever. I think he was okay with that, but you're just play your best players. I remember when Ancelotti at Napoli, or no, it was Sarri when he was at Napoli. They were like, yo, dog, you're running your guys into the ground. You never make any changes.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a little different. Obviously, Napoli doesn't have a great budget, and you can't sign, you can't get a lot of backup players.
That bench used to be hella empty.
You don't have the great players coming off the bench. Yeah. But what he's doing is putting his best players out there. And I would imagine for him, he's like, look, if the player tell me he can play, then you're going out there. I'm like, if Dries Mertens be like, I'm fine, I'm putting him out there because he's the best player.
And it showed that it was working because they were the top team.
They were doing well. But then towards the end of the season, it would burn out. But
and to me, it was almost like that. It was kind of similar to that situation with Chile. Chile was playing balls to the wall, nonstop, 100% in the World Cup. And then when it got to tournament stages, they were exhausted. They didn't really do many subs in substitutions.
That can happen, but there's a logic into that. There's a logic in that. Sarri's probably look, if Dries Mertens, if Insigne, if Higuain, Milic, whoever tells me they can play, if they're not injured, then you're gonna play. If if they're like, oh, I can't, then they won't. But usually athletes be like, no, I'm fine,
They just have pride in their
exactly.
competitors.
Like, I can do it, But I just feel like with some of these coaches, and including Unai Emery, you're like, oh, maybe I'll put this guy there. Like, maybe I'll do this and this and that.
You put
like,
Danny Alves as a striker.
And it's just like, dog, just play your best players in their best position. And, like, you're going to look more cool from winning, not from, like, putting Miles Maitland, playing as a winger. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But also, I don't know how true this stuff is, but they were basically saying, like, the players did not like him. They were saying that Aubameyang and Lacazette said they would not renew their contracts with Arsenal if Unai Emery was there.
Why?
I also heard that
it's funny. I like how it's Aubameyang and Lacazette though.
You feel me? They also said that the players used to make fun of his English, like they would like mock him, and apparently that was like a thing in England. They would make fun of his accent, like when he spoke English, which is funny because I heard him speaking English. I didn't think it was that bad. But, like, apparently it's, like, a big joke in England to, like, make fun of the way he speaks English. Now, once again, I heard him speak English. I didn't think it was that crazy. But if it was, why are you going to hire somebody that doesn't speak English? And apparently, and I heard this before, and I think this is true. One of the young players on Arsenal, Saka or something like that, one of them young dudes.
Saka, whatever.
Yeah, he said that he had trouble communicating with Unai Emery, and he would talk more to the guy who they hired, the interim guy, Freddie something. He would talk more to him because basically saying like Unai's English wasn't that great. I don't understand why in the world you would hire a coach that doesn't speak English. Like that makes no sense to me. You got to get a coach.
And you're talking about any league, like any part of the world.
You got to find a coach that speaks the language of the country.
I mean, damn it, I've seen what's Brazil's coach? I've seen him speak English, dude.
Who?
Brazil's coach. Yeah, I've seen Gigi speak English. Like, come on, dog. You got to know English.
You got to be
gotta know English.
Like even Sarri speak English. Like Conte, like their English isn't that great, but I guess it was better than Emery. Although
I think I heard. I don't remember him having the hilarious accent.
I didn't either. I'm like, damn.
Am I missing something? Am I missing some kind of British joke? I don't know, some English joke.
When I heard him speaking English, it wasn't like I was like, damn, dog. Like it's pretty rough, like. I don't know. Maybe I have lower standards.
I listen to Brazilian speaking all the time, and I don't think it's hilarious when it's really bad. I didn't think his that like when we see Neymar speak, it's funny to me.
Yeah, like Neymar does not know English.
No, he doesn't.
Like he doesn't. Like I mean,
like when he does those ads, I'm like, what are you saying, dude?
Like I've seen like PSG players like do stuff in English. Like I remember they did like Cavani. It was so bad. Like he doesn't speak English. I remember. You know what? Like. It's just funny to me. Maybe I just have a lower standard. I don't know. But, like, I remember watching, just the other day, when I was watching Lyon versus Lille, I was like, dang, I wonder if Renato Sanchez speaks English. Because most of them Portuguese people and players speak English. And I was like, oh, yeah, he was on Swansea. I went to go find an interview of him speaking English. And so I found one. He's speaking English. And the interviewer is like, oh, like, how's it going, like, learning English? Like, you're getting better, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, getting better? Like, he's fine. Dude.
Yeah, he can speak.
I'm like, he's communicating with you.
And what's the level you're expecting him to be eloquent? I mean, he's literally on a loan deal in Swansea.
I'm like, dog. Like, he can communicate in this language, dude. Like,
I mean, the first step for him is just him knowing like language on the field, and then start knowing like questions. Like, it's like not even that big deal though.
At no point was he. I mean, unless they cut it out, but at no point was he like, I don't know what that is. Like, can somebody say it in Portuguese? Like, at no point did that happen. Yeah. So I'm like, dog. Like, he speaks English enough. Like, so I don't know what the thing was with Unai. Like, of course he's gonna have an accent. He's not from there.
Go hard one night.
No, I'm just.
I know
it was just weird to me.
Kind of went like over our heads. We didn't see it.
I saw him singing. I'm like, oh, he's fine. Like, okay. I didn't know he could speak English. I knew that they said that he could speak French. And
I didn't expect him to be some kind of whiz in English. Like, just being like, hey, what's a date? And, like.
You're going to have an accent. Of course you're going to have an accent.
To me, it's just funny that, like they were saying, like, people like a boomerang and, like, making fun of his English. I'm like, really?
Well, they didn't say a boomerang.
Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, no. Like,
they just said some
not everybody, I mean, that team didn't have a bunch of English-speaking players. I mean, originally from England. They had Granit Xhaka. They had Torreira. They had Boomerang. They had, like I said, I mean, are these all a bunch of Brits over there hanging out?
Well, Boomerang speaks English well.
No, but I'm saying, like, even though I'm like, these guys are even from England.
And I know. But not making fun of him speaking English. I think just making fun of his accent, just like mocking him, kind of. Which I don't think is. I mean, depending on how sensitive he is.
It sounded like to me when I didn't have no gangster in him.
Well,
to be like,
I don't think
y'all really gonna make fun of me right now.
I don't think that Unai Emery is like very like
confrontational.
No, I just don't think like. I think he might be someone that's kind of hard to get along with, and he's maybe a bit of an introvert or something.
Yeah,
it was working in Sevilla, but I never heard the players in Sevilla say like he's a great guy or whatever.
And then
And winning solves everything. So if you're winning, it's all good.
That's so true.
But yeah, like listen, I've never heard Lacazette speak English. I know Torreira doesn't speak English for real. Aubameyang speaks English. I'm sure Granit Xhaka speaks English well.
I've heard Aubameyang speak English.
Aubameyang speaks English well, actually.
I've seen him do ads.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. That it was kind of like I'm sure Ozil speaks English. Anybody that grew up in like them guys in Germany.
I mean, Aubameyang's entire Instagram's in English. Everything he writes in English. All his posts and comments, other people play it in English.
Yeah, I mean,
so he knows the language.
It was weird to me to hear that, but I mean, damn.
Mean.
If I guess if he didn't speak English well enough, then why the hell did you hire him?
To me, I'm like, yeah, let's fire Unai Emery, but let's talk about management here. Like, who's making executive decisions here? Yeah. Or you're getting a resume or what they call CVV, and they're looking at the CV or whatever, and they're like, hey, no, you can do all this, cool. And in English, yeah, sure. Like, did you check? Did you talk to him?
Or maybe
maybe they were texting their interview.
Well, but you know what, too? Like, I mean, it's funny we're spending so much time on this, but, you know, I'm going to say, like, he doesn't speak English poorly, but as soon as, like, it starts on social media or somebody in the media starts, like, making a joke about it, it becomes, like, a little meme, then it's going to just blow up. True. And the players are going to see that stuff on social media, too. And I don't even know how they would make fun of his English, but as soon as it becomes a running joke in media, then it's going to, like, get back to him, too. And maybe he's a sensitive guy and he was, like, felt bad about it. But yeah, he's out of there, and Freddie, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, is interim coach. Yeah. And
I dream of Freddie Adu.
That's funny. I was gonna potentially gonna talk about him today.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw some article about him. But yeah, you got any ideas who should replace Emery? I don't think it's gonna be this interim guy long term.
Really? I feel like it would be something like that. I
don't think so.
I feel like someone from internal would be good. I can't really. Someone to replace Unai Emery at Arsenal. Damn. It would definitely have to be, I think, someone who is speaking English, but has to be kind of a very international coach.
You know what I'm thinking?
Who?
Thierry Henry.
Yeah, that would be kind of fresh.
Bring him back from Montreal Impact.
I want him just moving around.
Yeah, just last week he was holding up this Impact scarf and be like, ooh, let me.
You know when he saw Night Friday, he was like, damn it.
Oh, you know it. You know it. Because
why didn't he text me?
Yeah, he used to coach there, if I'm not mistaken.
He
started there, right? In the youth ranks.
To get, like, your coaching licenses, you have to have experience. Like,
I think he was
hours.
there.
He was getting hours over there. There's like a player coach. I'm like, damn, dude.
Right?
Should have gutted it out. Just stood there.
If he's smart, he's talking to the higher ups at Arsenal. Like, hey,
he'd be like, hold it. He'd be like, keep that guy for a year. I'm gone after a year.
Exactly. You know the
MLS year.
Yeah, exactly. MLS season's so weird. So, but anyway, so Caesar, your boy, your favorite player, Messi, has won the Balon d'Or. And Megan Rapinoe won Balon d'Or. Yeah. Do you think Messi deserved that 6th Balon d'Or, sir?
Award shows are whack. I don't really understand the basis of it. I mean, Messi's stats are not like garbage or anything. I'm not trying to say that, but I feel like a Balon d'Or is so far after the season's over that it's supposed to be determined based upon what happened in the Champions League final. If both of your teams won a league or one almost did, but you guys went head to head and you're both star players, you literally went head to head, and not like head to head and who scored the most goals in the Champions League final. It was an offensive player versus a defensive player had an opportunity to go head to head in Champions League, and one got thugged out to the max. Like thugged out to the max. It was that last game. Messi's the king of like, oh, I do poorly, and like it's a thing for 3 hours.
Well, dude.
Like after that match, I legit came here and I remember coming talking to you about how it's like sad that he was like that. Like you're this talented, but you're being this guy. Mm-hmm. It's like it's kind of gross. Like it's not it's not fun to watch. If I'm gonna watch Barcelona Liverpool, I want to see the best of Barcelona. I want to see the best of Liverpool, battle it out. I don't want to see one game where Messi gets a goal and it's turn up of the century at home, then he goes away and he looks like a shell walking around not knowing what's going on and walking deep and then kicking the ball like this. But it's okay. On Sunday he plays Deportivo Alves and scores a hat trick, and then he's the GOAT of all time.
Look at these highlights.
Look at these highlights of it. Or he plays against Bilbao, which is not even doing sensational this year, and it's like, oh yeah, like look at this dude. So
look at those free kicks.
Yeah, look at his free kick he did at home, and 99,000 people watching at home against what is it? Some team, I guess. I don't know. RC Lens. I don't care. Whatever.
Brescia.
Yeah, Brescia. Whatever. He's playing in Italy, I guess. So
I said Huesca.
Okay, yeah, West Side. So it's just to me it's weak. Like DVD should have won that, in my opinion. And I don't even care about Liverpool. All that. It should have been his. Like the worst. I mean, it's already. It's ridiculous. The list they made was insane. Like Mahrez was like top 10 in the world. I'm like, are you in? Like the dude was coming off the bench, but okay, and like subbing out.
Because he won AFCON.
Yeah, but no.
I'm gonna give credit to AFCON. I know you're not, but I'm gonna give credit to AFCON.
Okay, so it's ridiculous to me. Like that list was done.
Africa, it's okay.
Okay, like I said, like 29 in the world. So whatever. I thought it was whack. But what can you do? They wanted. They knew. They already see like. Ronaldo's not doing so hot. It's a good time. He's probably not going to get one again.
They're not going to give none. They're not going to give it to a Serie A player, no matter what.
I mean, maybe if he won Champions League with Juventus and he scored and they won Serie, yeah. But they're like, chances are slim, so let's give him Messi to give him that one up in these mean battles.
Literally, I think that's all it was. They just want, like, it's an opportunity to gift Messi Ballon d'Or. People forget last year. Not only did let me just do Champions League. That first Liverpool in Barcelona. Do you remember what I was saying?
No.
That's when I coined him YNW Messi, because I'm like, this dude got murder. Yes. You were so annoyed.
Murder on your mind.
I'm like, this dude had murder on his mind. This dude was thugging so hard that first game.
It was infuriating at a point because I'm like. Look how incredible he is, right?
Like he was insane that first match.
He was like when you walked through the tunnel and halftime, you're like, why is he doing this to us?
Now,
what did we do to piss him off?
And then that second match, it was just like deflated. I'm like, this dude like, literally is just like. It was like
night and day. It's a whole different person.
It's like when it's like a 4-year-old, like when they gotta go to kindergarten and they're crying because they don't want to leave home. It's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave Camp Nou. Like, no, I have to go to Anfield. No.
It's like
he literally they came to that match and the leader didn't show up and he's the best player.
No, leader. And the man that usually wears a captain's band.
Yeah. And I'm like, dog, like, okay, so they lost in the semifinal to Liverpool. And yes, it was the head-to-head. But forget that. They also lost the Copa del Rey to Valencia.
They did.
They didn't even win the Copa. They just won the league. And they've been winning the league 3 years in a row. It's not that big of a deal. Now, his stats were pretty good. He had 36 goals in the league.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, but like, dog, that's it. Obviously, Liverpool only won Champions League. But even if you're gonna equate the two, if you're gonna say winning La Liga is the same as winning Champions League, I don't agree with that. But okay, but they had that head-to-head. Like, they had the head-to-head.
It was an offensive player versus defensive player.
If these are the two guys, then the person that won has to get the trophy.
I agree.
Like, that was really ridiculous. And I thought it was corny.
It was like, come on, yo, really?
And I think it's... I don't know, like, what goons Messi got in Europe. Like, because I think it's corny that Virgil van Dijk was like, oh, yeah, Messi deserves Balon d'Or. Like, why?
Mbappe, too.
Mbappe said that too?
Yeah, Mbappe said that Messi should win it. Not even him this year.
Well, I think Mbappe is going to say that for sure because he wants somebody that scores goals to win it.
Yeah.
But like, and I don't really necessarily agree. I don't really love a defender winning Ballon d'Or, but I really don't. But if you're going to have these two guys, then I'm sorry. Like in that head-to-head,
and I only like a defender winning if he's truly one of those big impactors, like.
If there's a defender that's going to win it, it's definitely Virgil van Dijk.
Like, that guy, like, if anybody's going to, like, that, yeah, like, you're definitely, like, you can talk about Liverpool and, like, Mo Salah and Sane and everything that's going on. I mean, Mane.
Before they had Virgil van Dijk, they wasn't doing all that.
Yeah, but as soon as they got Virgil, I'm like, this is a whole different... Yeah. He's a man living up to all that value.
Yeah, and also, I don't think that any of them goals in that first match with YNW Messi were his fault. But I can't remember. But anyway, that was Messi gifted the Balon d'Or. Also, Megan Rapinoe won Balon d'Or. There was a lot of criticism because I guess she didn't really play any club matches. All of a sudden, all these male soccer fans care about the women's club league. I think even though she didn't play in the club, I think like the biggest thing in women's football is
international. You see the caps they have?
Is the World Cup.
Yeah, international caps. And the international caps too. Like, I mean, they get so many more international games than the regular season games anyways.
Nobody's tuning into Women's Champions League. Like, don't front. I used to say for years, tell BN, why don't y'all get Women's Champions League? They just got it last season, and it's barely any games, and I think they play late. So, yeah, I think Megan Rapinoe earned it. She gets so much hate online from the incel-ass soccer fans. It's a shame. I was going to retweet earlier, and we made it a joint and be like, just read these comments. Because Bleacher Report, because of these comments, actually, she basically asked or, like, called on Messi, Ronaldo, and Zlatan, like, the biggest three names in football, to, like, help when it comes to equality.
And injustices.
And she said... she basically said, like, they don't speak out about anything. And this is true in a sense, like the way like women stars do, and and speaking out against like I mean, we've called on them to speak about racism and stuff.
We have it.
Let's leave Zlatan out of it because he's a little bit
I don't care about I don't care about him being in there. But like, I think he's more of an online like thing. Like
but Messi, Ronaldo, we have not seen them speak out against like the things that happen in the actual sport in any recent years.
No, I mean I've seen like stuff about like. Of course, Messi or Ronaldo helping. I don't know about Messi. I really don't know.
Charities and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen Ronaldo like, with the Palestine. I've seen stuff like that, but like I've never seen them be like, "Yeah, what's happening to women in our league is disgusting."
Or like racism
but also,
or anything.
I don't like. I haven't seen a recent interview. Like I haven't watched. Like it hasn't been posted online. The Piers Morgan interview. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes they say stuff
about racism.
I know. I'm saying like sometimes in these interviews they talk about stuff and it doesn't get published.
They ain't talking about that.
Anybody. So,
but I appreciate Megan Rapinoe doing that. Obviously, she's gonna get a lot of hate because I don't know why soccer fans are just like such incels. But let's take a break and show you Caesar's dinner here. This anyway. I really wanted to do a little bit of game recaps. I'm trying to hurry up because Caesar got us under pressure.
Watching down on me.
What? Okay, let me see. Okay, just really quick, actually. Barcelona beat Atletico Madrid. That was such a boring match, and
I know. I tried watching. I was like, I'm mad. This is so whack.
It was really boring. Griezmann's so bad. He was getting whistled.
He was like playing super in the left wing.
That's what he does.
No, but I'm like he's over here in the corner.
He actually had a couple good plays, but they weren't like anything special. And he's just so
getting whistled.
Oh, the whole time, like literally the whole entire match. Messi had like a very messy goal at the end, like a 1-2 with Suarez. I don't know why the hell Partey let him do that. I was like, dog, what are you doing, dude? Like, you know he's going to go that way. What do you think he's going to keep going down the right? Like, come on, dog. Anyway.
I would be much I'd much rather Partey get destroyed by Messi because Messi shot off vote on his right side and score.
Yeah,
because I would say, like, you did your job.
Yeah.
If he's gonna play against me and you want to score 36 goals, you better score 36 with that right foot and not with this left foot.
On the right side, and it's the goalie's fault.
Yeah.
Okay, so also I watched a little bit of Man U Tottenham and I watched a little bit of PSG Nantes. I really and I also watched yesterday. I watched Lyon versus Lille. I really want to revisit the Depay versus Neymar conversation. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't care. Depay's better than Neymar right now. Right now, okay, Caesar. I'm saying right now, like today, in like the past like month or so, like okay, you know what? Actually, this season, Depay is on another level than Neymar. Honestly, I'm watching these guys play, and like if you watch that Lyon versus Lille match, you're gonna be watching Depay like God, like damn.
He's good. I don't think he's bad.
Damn.
I just can't forgive him losing America in an international match.
Okay, but like dog, like
so
Depay is literally like, I mean, I was so annoyed watching the match. That guy Eric Krakauer is like annoys the shit out of me on the commentary. It's so annoying. Krakauer. He's a BN guy.
Oh God.
He annoys me so much. But
don't you love when they hire one annoying commentator?
He said something about there was like a play where Depay like got it on his left foot and he shot it, and he didn't really get great contact on it, but he also had a defender on his back, and he's like, oh man, Depay would love to have had that on his right foot. I'm like, what are you talking about? You didn't watch this guy score winning goals on his left foot like it's nothing.
He's dead ass left foot. He's dead ass 2-footed.
Like no problem 2-footed.
Workout warrior.
Honestly, Caesar, like if you put Depay, right now, Depay is on a
right now,
Depay is on another level than Neymar. I'm watching Neymar. I watched
like if Neymar's been out for a while, and then they were like, oh man, it's a good thing they bought Depay last year. He'd have been just putting on.
Dog, I'm gonna keep it so real with you. I feel like Depay mentality is better. He's more.
It'd be a nice swoop for them to sell Neymar a bunch of money and get Depay off Lyon. That's right there too.
I watched Depay run down Renato Sanchez, who also had an amazing game. Renato Sanchez is a baller.
Hey, really?
Oh yeah,
he's balling.
Oh, Caesar, if you
you know that makes me really happy.
Caesar, the Lyon versus
even though you were when he was at Swansea, he did that weird pass. You were shooting hard on him. You were literally like Europa. That's over. Were there Euros? That's over with. Well, it was nice one last.
It was okay because I seen Pogba do the same thing like the next season.
Pogba did it because he hated Mourinho. That was his testament. That was a statement.
But okay, that game Lyon versus Lille, like that's better than any PSG match you watch in Ligue 1. It was two teams like obviously like they finished 2-3 last season. Lille's not doing that great this season, and Lyon is losing games too.
Yeah,
and they lost. And
Lille stepped up this match,
and Lyon lost this game too.
Mm-hmm.
It was 1-0. But Lyon was actually playing better, I would say. Renato Sanchez was playing amazing. There was like so many plays like, damn, dog. Like, I mean, bodying people. Like, there's a defender on his back and like gets out of it and makes a great pass so many times. Just so impressive. But Depay, I was like, yo, this dude is amazing, dude. Like, I seen him play. It was like after a corner. Renato Sanchez running down. Depay's just like running with him. Renato Sanchez has the ball. And Depay runs him down like all the way to the other box and gets the ball off of him and like brings it back. I'm like, yo, dog, like, not that Neymar can't do that, but like Neymar right now is playing like he don't want to be there. Honestly, like I like, and that sounds like some cap pundit thing to say, but it's not.
I don't doubt that.
It's not like every single time he gets the ball it feels like that, but he doesn't have that same like determination all the time.
The Neymar that originally came is the guy that had the determination to prove something, and now it seems like somebody who was desperate to get a situation change. And no matter what, that's a mentality change, and you're not going to perform the same no matter who you are. It's just different.
Honestly, I'm keeping around. I'm like waiting for him to get hurt again. Like I feel like it's going to happen because I just not like I want him to, but I just like feel like the way he's playing, like you're going to catch an injury, dude. Like.
It's like kind of like a little lethargic, like a little bit,
and
like
losing
hanging
the ball a lot,
hanging a little bit, body's hanging out there,
losing the ball a lot. I actually did. I did a first half ball loss tracker actually in his first half. The NLBT, the Neymar lost ball tracker.
Damn, number one Neymar attacker.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 ball losses in one half. Damn, that's a lot, dog. 18th minute, 16th minute, 18th minute, 19th minute, 21st minute, 29th minute, 34th. I'm like, dog, come on. You're not, and the thing is, he's better than that. He's really better than that. And I like to see Neymar play well, but also before I get into the Real Madrid match really quick, I'm getting really mad at Tuchel. He's playing out my boy Cavani really hard these days.
Cavani, dude.
Like he's literally playing him out, dog. Like I'm like, yo, come on, dude. This
right in the pine.
He's been back from injury for a minute now. Like, really, dude. The thing is sucks is because he's an easy person to do that to. He's really easy to do that to. He don't cause a stir. I feel bad for the guy. Yo, dog, like, you know it's messed up.
It is kind of mean. Like, when they're talking about Like,
Icardi don't do
first
shit.
of all, it's funny as fuck because I was listening to the special episode that Lego on Podcast dropped. And on Spotify, it was like a 20-minute episode.
They always do that, like just clips of the.
They were like making fun of Icardi. It had me laughing so hard. They're talking about how slow he is. It was so funny, dude. I was dying.
Icardi, like
they're hilarious.
It's really good, dog. Icardi, literally, like.
I saw him running that coach. I'm like, dude, you're slow as hell.
He's dead. Yeah, that play.
You're dead slow.
He's literally slow.
Like I don't pretend like Cavani's a speed demon, but
Cavani's pretty fast.
I'm not saying he's a speed.
He's not a speed merchant.
Yeah, he's not a speed.
He's not Mbappe.
No, he's not. When Mbappe runs, I'm like, he must run like a 4.3.
Yeah,
like you're really fast, dude. But like when you watch Icardi run, I'm like, this is taking forever.
Do you have sand?
If you watch his run, it's so many steps to get to them. It's so many steps on the ground. Like your feet are moving, but you're not covering distance, man.
Like ever, dog. Like I'm just like, yo, this dude does. I mean,
he runs like a real old school CDM. Like
I was like, dog, this dude literally just stands around and just happens to get goals.
Who's faster right now? Like straight up 40 time, Icardi or Casemiro?
Ooh. You know that'll be one of them races where it'd be like kind of tough. But you know
that'd be fun to watch.
You know what? I think that Casemiro would end up winning because it just his stride's a little bit longer.
Okay, but do you think Casemiro could run down Icardi?
Easily.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Caesar, everybody on the pitch can run him down. I'm not even joking. Everybody
Courtois run him down.
Okay, Courtois, no, but like everybody on the pitch can run him down. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like no problem. Okay, really quick. I don't really want to get into the recap necessarily, but I watched Alaves versus Real Madrid, and I was excited to watch it because Isco started again, and Bale started.
Yeah.
So I
just know before these Isco's been balling the last 2 matches. Just know that comments before were saying they should let him go. It's over. The dawn of the Isco time is over.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane. I'm like, y'all don't watch the practices though.
Isco's ridiculous. Like,
and also, I really miss Nacho. But go ahead.
I said that this match too. I actually literally said that. I miss Nacho, dude. But he caught a kind of a bad injury.
I didn't watch the Real game. Had it up, but I didn't get to watch it. But I had it up.
I think he caught a kind of a bad injury. I can't remember though.
Yeah, man, he got like I remember he got messed up. I remember that game actually.
Yeah. But yeah, I was excited.
That was when the boomerang burned him.
Stop it. I was excited to see Bale do bad and Isco do well. And that was the case. Oh, that's actually how I put. When is Nacho coming back?
I miss him. Yeah. Like I miss. He had the new hairdo too.
That's probably what did it, yo. New hair
I trying to get swag up.
Okay, I didn't really necessarily. There was one time Ray Hudson started yelling at Phil Shane about. There was like a challenge that Isco did on Joselu, one of the dudes on Alaves. And like,
Joselu.
And Phil was like, yeah, there's a little bit of something in that. Phil's like, what do you mean? There was nothing in that. I'm like, damn, dog. Shit. It's like punking this guy out there. He literally punks Phil Shane all the time.
I mean, he deserves it because he did say that
Icardi Williams is better than Ronaldo and Lukaku.
Icardi Williams.
That's Icardi.
Who the fuck is Icardi Williams?
Icardi B. Williams.
Who's Icardi Williams?
Icardi B. Williams.
Oh, no. That's hilarious.
Okay.
Who's Icardi Williams?
I'm kind of down.
What the
Icardi B. Williams. I'm kind of down.
Icardi B. Williams.
Anyway, this is something I wanted to talk about. Actually, just since there's a lot we're gonna have to not talk about because you're whack. Don't be checking your watch. Don't do that. I really gotta leave soon.
You go to LA in 5 o'clock traffic.
I checked earlier. It was an hour.
Yeah.
But in your call time 6:15.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked. Anyway, really quick. There was a play. The game was 1-1. Yeah, the game was 1-1. Ramos scored a goal on a header on set piece. There's a foul won by Isco. Cruz sent it in. Ramos scored a header. Then there was a penalty on Sergio Ramos. He slaps some dude in the face in the box. Alves scores. That was 65th minute. It's 1-1. Real Madrid's playing well. Alves is playing pretty well too. In the 69th minute, Danny Carvajal scores a goal. What happened was somebody sent in a cross I want to say it was Toni Kroos, but I can't remember. Sends it across. Isco jumps up, gets his head on it, heads it. The Alaves goalie kind of like kick saves it, like just literally puts his body out there, kick saves it off the bar, and then it falls to Carvajal and he puts it in. Game there was obviously still like some time left, but Real Madrid wins 2-1. When I saw that goal, I was like, it's a garbage goal. Like, it's just like, it's a random rebound, Like, it's just hectic in the box, and it just happens a Real Madrid player gets on the end of it. The sports is about winning, dude. Like, literally, it's about winning. It made me, like, when I thought about that, I'm, like, thinking about Messi getting the Balon d'Or, and I'm like, dog, like, it's about winning, dude. Like, that's it. This is competitive professional sports. You gotta win. If that random shot don't go in, Real Madrid is third behind Sevilla. Yeah, and it's a 1-1 match.
They're gonna talk about how Real Madrid dropped points,
and nobody's gonna remember let's say that the ball the dude saved it off the bar and it went out and nothing happened. Nobody's gonna remember that Isco like damn near scored the goal.
5-4.
Yeah, nobody's gonna remember that amazing play. Even nobody's gonna remember anyway because Daniel scored the goal.
Yeah, just because Daniel scored, they already ruined it.
Yeah, right. But it's about winning, and I feel like that gets forgotten sometimes. Like, yeah, Messi scored a bunch of goals, and like it was dope that he's scoring these amazing goals in the league. But like when it came down to the time. In the beginning of last season, Messi went on that microphone in the Camp Nou saying, our objective is to win Champions League. And when it was time for them to just score one goal away, one goal would have seen them through. They didn't do it. If they would have scored one goal and Liverpool still scored 4 on them, they would have gone through to the final and got to play whack-ass Tottenham.
Yeah.
And would have easily smoked them. Yeah. The game is about winning. Goals are nice. Assists are nice. That's
you play to win the game.
You play to win, dude. Like, that's it. It don't matter. Nobody goes and looks like... Go ahead and react. No. Nobody...
Imagine if I was streaming and it popped on my screen.
Well, this is more...
Does it have to be 45% of your screen, though?
Thank you.
Your protection shield was down.
No, but like when you go, because I was getting prepared for the Messi Ronaldo thing, but I guess we'll save it. I was looking at like their international tournaments. And I'm looking at like the 2004 Euros for Ronaldo, and I'm like, I don't know what happened in them games. There could have been like so much stuff that happened. These could have been like bullshit goal Ronaldo got, or like an amazing goal, or like there was a goal that was like onside and they called it offside. Like I don't know. All I know is who won and who didn't. Yeah. That's all I know.
Because when you pull Wikipedia, it shows you number stats.
They just show Greece won in Portugal.
Yeah, they don't show Greece won goals by blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and but there was a controversy because this and that. Like, no, it's just Greece won, Please, people, don't forget that competitive professional sports is about winning. When you're playing with, like, me and Caesar play soccer on Saturdays, it's people hanging out playing. Nobody keeps score. Literally.
They're always wrong.
Literally, when we play, nobody keeps score.
Nope.
Nobody.
Go out there and play.
You go out there and play. You score goals. That's cool. You feel good. Like some other people score. Nobody keeps score. When it's competitive, when there's a referee, and then when there's money involved, it's all about winning. That's absolutely. It. That's all you care about.
Because think about this. Do you remember 3 years ago, Bam, who finished second in EPL?
I mean, I probably do, but that person don't matter.
5 years ago?
Yeah, that person doesn't matter.
Do you remember the years that Chelsea won, Maria, who finished second?
No.
No, you don't.
Nobody cares.
No, because all you do is remember in order who won EPL last 5 years. You remember in order the winners. And you remember Champions League the winner. You don't remember. The only reason you remember a team losing a second place finisher is because you remember how they lost or they're losing.
In a tournament.
You remember
final.
a team in a tournament. In tournament systems, you remember who got bounced.
Yeah,
they get bounced. Bounced early.
And this is when I knew that Mourinho was washed and senile. When he said when Man City won the league with them 100 points and Man United got second, when he said that's his best finish, I'm like, are you really over here talking about you got second place and that's your best finish because of Man City getting so many? Don't ever talk to me
with
about
the biggest budget And saying, I'm gonna say, you know what this tells me? Yeah, we already winning on this dude.
Yeah, we did.
That was ridiculous. Like, he deserves it. Like, you definitely lost all your marbles in your brain.
You're a loser, son.
Like, a certified loser, as you would say, a certified loser says that's the most points I've ever gotten in my career, though. Hey, man, you got second place.
Yeah, that's not even a place. You just didn't win. Like, you just lost. That's it. They won.
If Kobe Bryant had a game and then they lost by 1 point and he scored 30 points in that game and he said, man, you wish you scored at 1 point. What are you talking about? I hit my season average.
Yeah. Like,
he wouldn't say, he'd be like, yeah, I could have scored. I could have did it. It didn't happen though. You don't say, I hit my average.
Yeah. Or
if 30 points is career high, he says, I already hit my career high.
Yeah. or if he scored 90 points and he's like, yeah, but I got 90 points.
If he scored 90, if he scored 150 and they lost, he'd be like, I guess I should have scored 151.
Yeah, like that's it. Like when you're a winner, that's what you. And sports
absolutely,
is about winning.
that's what's in there.
So that's like, I don't know why that play made me feel like that. And then like Messi winning Balon d'Or, I'm like, yo, dog, like what happened to winning, dude? Like that's what it's about. Not like some charity thing. Like and like, oh, but he scored so many goals, but like when it mattered, he didn't win. And Barcelona winning the league is not a big deal. I'm sorry. You went head to head. It's the best player in the world versus the best defender. And the best defender won. And he gets to get the award for that. Okay. Ooh. All right. Well, we won't talk about UEFA and Italy talking about vowing to fight racism since you gotta go.
No, only because it's BS.
Whatever. But I do want to say really quick. I just want to show some Serie A love. Inter right now is top of Serie A, which I thought was like, oh, okay, damn. Like legitimately, they are literally 1 point above Juve. Their record is 12-1-1. Juve is 11-3-0. They've scored 31 goals to Juve's 25. It looks like a legitimate like title race in Serie A.
It's fun.
And also, if Juve does not win the league, I am literally justified and vindicated for giving Ronaldo worst transfer last season. Oh yeah, I will be vindicated if Inter Milan win the league this season. I'll be vindicated on that. Also,
wow, you're cool.
I am. Also, I want to say Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez are thugging it in for Inter. What was wrong with you?
Are you watching or something?
Yeah, I'm seeing highlights. Their goals are dope. Lukaku's got 10 goals and Martinez got 8. But you know how many Mobile got? 17.
Yeah, I know. That's ridiculous, right?
You know,
another year where
no. Don't be over talking. We're talking about you knew that he had 17 goals. This cap, I swear. Also, I just want to say, when I've seen like Inter play, like usually I just watch like the highlights from the Champions League games. Like it's like so cool when they score to see Conte's reactions. Like I think it'd be so fun to play for him. This dude cares a lot. He be getting so hyped whenever they score them goals. I'm like, dog, I want to play for that dude.
But there's like a few coaches that do. I love when the coaches get losing. I remember when like Real School. I love when Zidane like go crazy. Like yo, would be hugging and
I've
blowing
never
up. That's
seen
the best.
like Conte goes nuts.
Yeah, Conte didn't.
It's like he scored. It's like he scored.
He feel it. He feel it. You know, Conte be in the locker room blowing up. Also,
I would love that.
I think that we should on this show. I kind of had a special episode idea too.
This dude's so.
It's kind of cool. Why don't we talk about the documentary on Amazon about Barcelona?
I haven't watched
it. Watch it. Let's talk about it.
Can you watch it and then we'll talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about it on a special episode this weekend.
He just want to hang out with me again. That's it. You're trying to force me to hang out with you
again.
No,
what's funny is that you're admitting here that you only hang out with me to do the podcast.
Caesar, how late were you today?
Huh? It was raining.
Right, okay, here come the excuses.
Look at me, I'm wearing a trench coat.
Here come the excuses. Anyway,
right now.
Sadly, we have to do a very short episode because Caesar does not support this podcast. I hope that you guys support the podcast and make sure you subscribe to at WeMadeItPodcast.com, whatever what you call it, platform you listen. And was there something else I want to say? No, and make sure you're subscribing on YouTube. We'll drop some, might drop some game recaps this weekend because I think Champions League is next week.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so probably drop some game recaps this weekend because I like to do that in the Champions League weekend before.
It's Champions League.
It's the last group stage.
Yeah, last group stage, and then we have the break until January somewhere, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, God.
So whack. Anyway, yeah, we made a podcast.com. Blame Caesar for this whack episode. We were gonna do.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool. But we were gonna do some other.
It's
good
like
stuff.
The Mandalorian. It's too short.
All right, blow the whistle. Too short. No.
You end it.
Okay. All right, yo. Holla.